Okay, so now we play against
against
Addison.
another American grandmaster, Addison, and okay, they played the Scandinavian defense, and in this time was not so much analyzed like today,
Yes.
So you had to be very careful how you play the opening, because on every move you could have a surprise. So okay, now knight f6 and bishop c4. Okay, bishop c4.
So this time Bobby didn't
Bobby
play the
was
bishop.
right, yes.
But another game we
another game he played bishop f4.
Yes.
But it was something else, because there black didn't play immediately knight f6. He played g6, bishop g7. It was different.
Exactly, yes.
Against Robach. Yeah. So okay, bishop f5. All right. After bishop f5, queen f3 immediately. You see. Now he attacks the bishop from f5, attacks the pawn from b7. Black has to be already very careful here. The
But this
move
pawn
order,
this pawn is hanging here, I guess.
Well, if he takes there, he can't take in d4 because he loses immediately. Queen
Yes.
takes f5, queen takes c4, queen c8 mate. In a few moves.
Yes. How you said? So
if you take in d4, very big
Yes.
mistake. Queen takes f5, queen takes c4. No, takes the bishop.
Yes.
Queen c8 mate.
Yes.
So
Very easy.
of course, already after a few moves, black has some trouble. I mean, he has to be very careful. So bishop f5 was a little bit risky already. So okay. So here, starting from here, okay, he could play, of course, bishop b3, but he plays for initiative. For initiative, he gives the pawn from c2. I mean, the initiative is more powerful than the pawn. Okay, so black took the pawn. All right, let's see what happens. I mean, I take the pawn, and my opponent wants to attack me. All right, I accept the fact, and maybe black can resist. All right, rook c1. Everything was tempo again. So all right, so the bishop has to go back, and okay, white is coming. You see the result of the opening already after a few moves. White gave a pawn for a very strong initiative, but he has all the pieces coming. All the white pieces are there.
Yes.
All right. So very strong initiative later on the white squares until then. Okay,
Why?
We'll see. In a few moves, everything will be very clear. Knight d7. Already the position is not so nice for black because the pieces, have a little bit an artificial position. The queen is c8.
Yeah.
It's not good. The king is still in e8. He didn't move.
Yeah.
The pieces f8, the bishop from f8 and the rook from h8, passive and didn't move until then. It's clear that white is much better after the opening.
I had the impression that the end will come very, very soon.
Very soon,
Okay.
But very nice. How, you see. So e6, all right. e6, bishop takes. Again, a very interesting decision because he gives the pair of bishops, But everything comes very quickly later on because the king is weak in e8, So now, of course, he took with the pawn because if he played knight takes f6, after d5, white has a very strong initiative, If he opens the game, it's decisive,
Yeah.
But it's very unpleasant because after d5, you can't play e5 because after bishop b5 check, you can resign in a few moves.
Yeah.
If he has time to give one check, it's enough, So okay, he took with the pawn. Now still d5, open the game, So e5, I mean, he tries to close, So now until the end of the game will be control of the white squares, and the control of the f5 square will be decisive. We'll see. Okay, bishop e7, knight g3. You see, control, and a6. Now the bishop back. If you take the bishop, the queen takes, and then with a knight in f5, the position is decided. Because of the king is much too weak, and the pawn doesn't count. It is even better for white that he could give the pawn because he opened the file. The line C line. It's very dangerous for black. So what to do? queen back. I mean, he has to destroy. Now he threatens h5 to open completely the game. I mean, to force the opponent to take himself in d3, you know.
Yes.
So h5 he doesn't give this. All right. So now bishop f5 again, control of the f5 square, you know, forever now. Yeah. And what? Knight b6. Okay, he has to move something. You know. So now you look at this.
So we
The
give up.
piece is sacrificed. Well, he gives the pawn, but if he takes with the knight there, after rook fd1, you can't move.
Yeah.
Control, you know,
Yeah. He
complete control of the game. I mean,
actually took.
he took. He must take now. Queen takes was catastrophe after rook takes c7. You know.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, all right. Now, knight back. If white can come with the pieces, completely over, you know. And now the last blow, you know, took with the rook. Now the knight is coming with tempo, you know, in d5, decisive. So what to do? Take the and here rook b1 and black resign, no?
Okay. Let's see.
They played a little bit more, or what?
Yes. They played a little.
Queen takes, yeah, rook takes b7. Look at this.
Black resigned.
Catastrophe for black. Look at this.
Hmm.
Exchange up for black, but he can't move. He's completely tied up, you know, here. Catastrophe for black. Look at it.
Like this move here is not working.
Well, he loses. If he wants, he loses the. No, here is rook takes c7. You lose the queen. You know.
Yeah. Yes.
But of course, he can win only a rook. Let's say, you know, if he wants to. I mean, queen takes a3, bishop takes a3, knight c7 check, and he wins the whole rook in a8. You know.
Okay.
Terrible position.
Yes.
You see, the knight from d5 is monster. You know, the knight from d5. He exchanged down. Fantastic knight on d5 against the rook from h8, didn't move until the end. You know?
Yes.
Punishment again. Immediately after the opening.
And 2 pawns.
And 2 pawns. I mean,
Down.
he gave material for very strong initiative all the time, you know. The initiative, a strong initiative by this very high level is much more important than a pawn or maybe 2 pawns, you know. If the king is still in such a weak position in e8, it's not too important. I mean, it's okay. The attack continues all the time.
Yeah.
High class.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.